And it's been a busy day and a busy night lies ahead for New Zealand athletes at the Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast. Netball, boxing, hockey have all been going on. Joining us now from the Gold Coast is our sports editor, Stephen Hewson, who I believe, Stephen, is standing on Broadbeach. Is that Broadbeach you're on?
Not quite. Well, yeah, Broadbeach is about 2 blocks away, John. This is the pond behind the main press centre.
Right. okay.
But it looks very nice.
It is. It's a shimmering pond.
Actually, no, that's a bit harsh. It's one of the canals actually that's obviously flow off from Broadbeach. Yeah. So a pond. I was possibly being a wee bit harsh.
Okay, a Sylvania Waters Canal. Thanks, bro. Hey, what's been happening today?
Yeah, well, it's been pretty busy. We've had, as you mentioned, a bit of hockey. The Black Sticks men, they had a 6-2 win. We've had some boxing. David Nika, gold medalist at Glasgow 4 years ago. He had his first bout in the 91 kilogram division. Easy win for him over his opponent from Antigua and Barbuda, and he is obviously advancing on and looking to secure another gold medal. Who else have we had going? We've had the Cyclists. Well, not so well there this time for them, obviously last night picking up the gold and 2 silver, but Natasha Hansen's through to the semi-finals of the individual sprint for the women's. Later on tonight we've got the men's individual pursuit. We've got the men's Kieran, which I don't know if you're aware, is the one where they follow the motorbike around on the velodrome for a bit. We've got 2 of the gold medalists from last night, Sam Webster and Annie Dawkins, competing in the early rounds of that. So while hopes of more medals at the velodrome, we've moved on to the individual program rather than the teams program, and that's not quite the same strength for New Zealand as we saw last night in the teams program.
Yeah, that was wonderful, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Netball, the Silver Ferns. Yeah, but they had something like 77-44 or 70-44 win over Wales today, but they were only up by 5 points at half time, and the second quarter was very ragged, and so it's not quite as convincing as that score might suggest. So they had the 10-point or so win over Uganda in the first round. They've still got a lot of work to do if they're to be gold or even silver medal contenders.
Yeah, they do. Although I wonder if they're galvanised by being up against their, their strongest opposition. I thought one of the highlights of the games for me so far is watching that Uganda team play. I don't think I've ever seen them before, and I thought they were, for a country that I didn't realise was any kind of netball power, I thought they were pretty useful actually on the court. What's happening over the weekend, Stephen?
Yeah, well, maybe if we just touch too on just a little bit later on tonight, we've got some swimmers. I should have given you a mention. For them, we've got 7 swimmers into finals, including Daniel Hunter and Sam Perry in the 50 metres butterfly, Bradley Ashby in the 400 metres individual medley. So seven finals there for the swimmers. Over the weekend, Sophie Pascoe and Tom Walsh, they're the big names to look out for. Sophie Pascoe, of course, is in 2 events. She goes into the first of hers as the 200 metre individual medley. She's the world record holder in that event, so she's got that up tomorrow, and there will be a final on that tomorrow night. So she has 1 heat, presumably the world record holder. You can pretty much assume she's going to be in the final, and hopefully another gold medal tomorrow night. Tom Walsh, he's into qualifying on Sunday for the shot put, obviously the world champion. He won silver in Glasgow 4 years ago, and earlier today I asked him just how different he is now to them.
It was very green in Glasgow, mate. That was my first games, and yeah, I was a different character back then. I kind of was very new to the world of shot put. I had a very good start to the year in 2014, was getting my first ever World Championship medal indoors, and I just didn't really know a lot, mate. I was 22, quite young, but still loved throwing shot, and nothing's changed in terms of that. I still love throwing shot. I still love the chase of that perfect throw. I probably have a lot more confidence now than what I did back then, but I think me as a guy hasn't changed a lot apart from the confidence and understanding what I need to do to be in that world-class shape on a more constant basis, and I think that's what I've been doing over the last, especially over the last 2 years. I haven't had any bad results or any bad throws really in competitions, so it's just time out in the middle, mate. It's a good cricket term, isn't it, that? And just understanding what I need to do to get into the right shape.
Because you're the rock star of this team now, aren't you?
I don't know about that. I think Dame Villa Adams is still the rock star. You know, you can't take that away from her. And we've still got obviously Nick Willis, who's a legend still, and Eliza as well, who both me and her are the young and up and coming ones. So
it must feel a bit different though, does it? I mean, given what you've done over the last year or two.
Yeah. Well, I got a text from Val actually after I won World Indoors, and she goes, "Well done. You've only got another 3 World Indoor titles to go." 2 Olympic golds and 3 world champs. So good luck. So no, she's definitely captain. She's the gun. What she's done for athletics and what she's done for shot put in New Zealand is huge.
Does she put you in line every now and then? Does she?
Oh yeah, you know her. You know, yeah. You can't, if you step out of line with her, you definitely know about it. But me and Val have a great relationship, and I think for some reason I give her the most shit out of anyone and tend to get away with it the most.
Now, you often have a few bets with your coach. What are some of the ones you've had a few?
Dale, we've had a bunch over the years actually. Before even we started to get a coach-athlete relationship, we trained together a little bit. So you know, he had to throw in a G-string one day. He's also a bit short on hair on the top, so he had to grow his hair out for a year. He's got the mutton chops on at the moment because he lost a bit indoors. I've got a tattoo on my foot. And there's
what did you have to get? What tattoo?
Oh, it's just something between me and Dale, mate. All it had to be visible and barbecue attire. So if you see me with jandals on, you'll see it. Yeah, so look, it just brings a bit of fun, you know. Like major championships are why we do it, but sometimes they can become really serious, and the bet kind of makes it a little bit more lighthearted. You know, that's why I was so excited about my last round throw in indoors, because I PB'd and I needed to PB and win for him to grow the mutton chops. So I wasn't excited that I PB'd and won. I was excited that he had to grow mutton chops in the next 9 months.
And for the Gold Coast?
We haven't come to it yet. It'll be a discussion today and tomorrow. Usually they are set like on the last day, and we come to an agreement. It's pretty easy usually, but there'll be something.